In this tutorial we'll have a look at how to upload content into Magellan. There'll be two different methods. The first we'll look at is how to get images and videos from the iPad into Magellan, and then the second will be to look at other documents such as word processing and presentation documents. So, assuming that you've looked at the other tutorial and set up and signed into Magellan, we're going to click on the home directory, which I've currently got highlighted, so that's my school network area. I can then choose a folder level that I want to work with. So I'll go to my e-learning folder, and then I'm simply going to click on upload. At this stage it gives me the opportunity to either take a photo, capture video, capture audio, or choose an existing. The most likely processor we'll have is existing images and content, so I can go to my camera roll, click on the document that I want to go in, and that will upload. Obviously the length of upload time will depend on the size of the file. So that's a shot of some student work. Now if I scroll down here, we can see that that has gone in as this file here. So it's not probably the name that we want, and unfortunately this is simply how file names come across from the iPad. So if I click on there and then use the edit button at the top right, that gives me some different options at the bottom. So I'm going to go to the bottom of the screen. I'm not going to delete, copy or move. I'm going to click on rename. No, really I am. Make sure that your file has a tick in the checkbox by tapping on the checkbox. Then we can select what we want to do with it, in this case rename at the bottom of the screen, and then we have a dialog box where I can now go in and give that a sensible name that will make sense to me. Click on rename at the end of that process. We can see, with any luck, that that work has now been saved with the name I just gave it. So just to recap, upload, choose existing, and then use those for videos and photos from your camera roll. Okay, so uploading other content is a little more complicated. You have to start off by making sure Magellan is open, and then choosing the kind of document that you want to upload. Now, most of us will want to use Office documents such as Word or PowerPoint. However, I would highly recommend using Keynote, which is the equivalent of PowerPoint, Numbers, which is the equivalent of Excel, and Pages being the equivalent of Word, whilst on the iPad. The reason being, these have functionality to upload into the school network via Magellan, where the Microsoft documents currently don't. So if I was in Pages, I'm going to have a new document, or I could open one. So there's my exciting documents title, we'll call it Test, and if I go to the Share button at the top right, so that's a rectangle with the arrow coming out, gives me the option Open in another app. So I'll click on there, and at this stage I can convert it back to Word if I so wish, or leave it in Pages or even a PDF. So I will convert it back to Word, knowing that I want to edit this later on a laptop. I then choose the application which I would like to upload it with. So now I go Copy to Magellan, and now I can choose whereabouts within my area I would like to upload it to. Now, beware, it only allows you to move a couple of areas in. So if I click on Further Folders, let me just go back a step. So I go into my e-learning folder there, it will allow me then to go to all the way through to the end, and I can select that location. and now that document is loading. Please note that it's got the name blank3. We can now change that here. To be honest, I could have also changed it whilst uploading, but notice we tick the box again, we go to rename, make sure it's got a name that makes sense for when we log on to the school network. So those are the two processes for uploading content onto our school network using Magellan via an iPad.